Here's a quick look at the market for Tuesday, August the 25th, 2009 through the eyes of eMiniDayTrader. What I'm starting with here today is really a volume chart and a market profile overlay, which includes the past 4 days of trading. And that's the one over to the right here, ever since the market has rallied up from late last week. So we can see here that how the market has produced these areas of volume on the way up. And what usually happens is they pause in that area and then have to make a decision as to which direction they're going to go. So you can see we've over the past couple of days in particular, we have really the past 3 days, most notably the past 2 days, have really spent a lot of time going sideways. So this area of consolidation here is just proving to us that the market is getting closer again to making quite possibly a vertical move from this kind of horizontal congestion that has been occurring, in particular today and yesterday, but to some degree also from the trade on Friday. So when we take a look at that, we can say that the market is certainly accepting price in here. And if it's accepting price in here, then at some point it's going to have to move from there. And so we can start to get ready for a possible break from this area of consolidation, which we can say, if you take a look at where the volume is, the low of it's really about here, and the high of it's approximately up here. So we've got an area from approximately 21 up to 34 of a containment area. And that once the market can hold either above or below, which is what we try and do in our method, is to identify these likely areas of support and resistance and then monitor the market in real time using our software as to whether or not the market is likely to continue into this new area, or is it being rejected from that area. That's really the premise of how we're looking at the markets, and it aids us in giving a much better clue as to what we really think the condition of the market is. So these are just the individual profiles here. For example, this was what happened overnight, this is what happened today, and this is what happened yesterday, and this is what happened on Friday. So we can see here this is the degree of consolidation or sideways movement that the market has really had since it rallied up on, this was the Friday rally, and of course this was the overnight session right here going into Monday, overnight session going into Tuesday. So you can see that really from the start of this week, Sunday evening, the market has probed higher and lower, and then of course this price right here was where the market closed on Friday. So here's Friday's close, and you can see that we have spent obviously a good hunk of that time above it and some time below it. And so when we combine these together in different time frames, in other words, or still using our 30-minute basic default time period for our profiles, we can start to get a better handle on areas within these larger range multi-day overlays as to where we're likely to see support and resistance. And so this is really what we're looking at. And so here's the individual day profile just from today and yesterday and the day before. So you can see here that obviously good move up, move here, and this is on Friday here. We had a nice open here yesterday. It moved up but then came back down, and of course overnight and early today it had a run up and then backed off. So obviously it's going through this back and forth kind of thing. And so we're really thinking that our first major support is around 26. Then it's around 21, and then it could get down as low as 14. So these are the areas of support that we're looking at right now. And if the market can hold for a period of time below, then it's likely to go all the way down from 26 to 21. If it can stay above, then, and we'll have to monitor it overnight tomorrow, then it's likely to go back up and test into the 33, 34 area. So those are really the key areas that we're looking for support and resistance come tomorrow. Here's our actual software as we used it today, and we had our actual individual trades was after the market had sold off on a pullback. Here we had deceleration, so we're able to get on board a short move in there. We had a really nice deceleration right here, as you can see, so we're able to get onto a nice long trade there. And we had a really nice long trade here on a pullback to capture some of this up movement. We had a short trade in here which got stopped out, and some of our traders who were newer weren't really aware of how to look at that test, because we had mentioned yesterday that around the 26, 27 area would be support, 26.50, and you can see that early in the day that was the low. It was even the low after the market rallied up and backed off, so that we knew that any test below there we really had to monitor closely. The kind of acceptance here, it made our most aggressive kind of acceptance, in which case we were able to get it short, but the more demanding type it did not, and so even though the market was certainly bearish, we had a really nice deceleration right here as well. As you can see, this line bar also had a triangle on the top, so we knew that there was likely rejection off of this. Its low was taken out. Our more advanced traders, more experienced traders would have been in on that. And the reason I don't have it marked in red here as a trade is that our filter at that time was actually neutral, and so this was more of a sort of a discretionary trade in that regard, that our traders who have been with us a little longer and have more experience would have taken that trade. But I'm not marking it on here as one of the trades we actually took, and the reason being is because our filter was actually neutral at that time. But just the same, 3 out of 4 winning trades today, so looking pretty good, and pleased about how things are going right now, especially considering we're upgrading our software right now, and we're at a very quiet time of the year as far as the volume is concerned, which can make the market more difficult to trade. So we're pleased at that. We do think that this area around 26, it's the kind of rejection we've had off the high here is likely to send the market down some more. So we're really looking at probably around the 26, not holding. Next test down around 21. That's the most immediate likely scenario that we're looking at right now. So that's a quick look at the market through the eyes of eMiniDayTrader for Tuesday, August the 25th, 2009. If you have any comments, questions, please get a hold of us at info@eMiniDayTrader.com. Thanks. Have a good one.